Now, the trial of 4 Russians accused of shooting down MH17 over the skies of Ukraine 6 years ago will finally begin on Monday in Amsterdam, Netherlands. The first week of the trial is expected to be emotional for the family of the victims, as the names of the passengers and crews of MH17 will be read out. We spoke to New Straits Times executive editor Sophia Chok-Swat-Ling, who is currently in Amsterdam, to cover the trial and to get more insights. Take a look.
Tomorrow, the MH17 trial will start at 5 p.m. Malaysian time at the heavily secured Schiphol Judicial Court complex near Amsterdam. It is just next to the airport where MH17 took off close to 6 years ago on July 17, 2014 to Kuala Lumpur. On trial will be 4 suspects identified by the Netherlands Public Prosecution Service. They are Russians Igor Girkin, Sergei Dubinsky and Oleg Pulatov, and Ukrainian Leonid Karshenko. All 4 are not expected to be present in court tomorrow. Dutch investigators have issued international arrest warrants for the 4 and placed them on wanted lists, but did not issue extradition requests because this is not available under the Ukrainian or Russian constitutions. Of the 4, Pulatov will be represented. The first week of the trial will not deal with the substance of the case, but be largely procedural. The prosecution will lay out the exact charges and the future course of proceedings. All the names of the MH17 victims are also expected to be read out. This will mean a lot to the family members of victims. Malaysia is part of a Joint Investigative Team, or JIT, a criminal investigation team led by Dutch authorities and also comprising investigators from Australia, Belgium and Ukraine. JIT concluded in 2018 that the flight was shot down by a Russian Buk surface-to-air missile. The JIT identified the launch location as a field in eastern Ukraine, which at the time was in territory controlled by pro-Russian fighters. Moscow has repeatedly denied any involvement and criticized JIT's conclusions as openly biased and one-sided. The current format for the investigation and trial was chosen by the countries whose citizens died in the crash after Russia used its veto in July 2015 at the United Nations to block a draft resolution to set up an international tribunal into the MH17 air disaster. The case, which was officially assigned to the District Court of The Hague, had to be moved to the Schiphol Judicial Court complex, as the Palace of Justice in The Hague, which is the usual venue for the District Court, is not equipped to accommodate proceedings of this scale. The Netherlands has an inquisitorial legal system where the court would be actively involved in investigating the facts of the case. This is different from Malaysia's adversarial system, in which the role of the court is primarily that of an impartial referee between the prosecution and the defense. Proceedings from tomorrow will be live-streamed on website www.courtmh17.com in English and Dutch. This will be available on all hearing dates.